Ever look at your bank account and wonder how a perfectly good salary vanished? You make decent money, but somehow it keeps slipping away. Take Rohit. He's a professional with big goals. Every month, he promises himself that this is the month he finally starts saving. And every single month, he hits a zero balance. It's easy to think the solution is just making more money. But struggling to save is rarely a revenue problem. It's a symptom of a broken money management system. When you operate without a clear framework, every dollar you earn defaults to being spent. Without a system to capture it, your capital is essentially being used against your long-term interests. Breaking the cycle requires moving from reactive spending to a proactive framework, mastering 5 strict rules that automate the growth of your capital. Rohit hit his breaking point when an unexpected car repair nearly wiped him out. That's when he implemented rule number 1, pay yourself first. This diagram shows the mechanics. As your salary hits the central node, 20% is automatically diverting into a locked future account. Only the remaining 80% is allowed to reach your primary spending node. But protecting that 20% requires rule number 2, avoiding lifestyle inflation. Look at this dual line graph tracking a typical career. As the income line steps up from a raise, the expenses line perfectly mirrors its upward trajectory. Buying a nicer car or bigger apartment every time you get a raise keeps the gap between earning and keeping perilously thin. By paying yourself first and keeping your living costs flat as your income rises, you stop the financial bleeding. But protecting capital is only the foundation. It doesn't grow until you put it to work. To actually build wealth, you need rule number 3, invest, don't just save. This chart compares 2 paths over 5 years. The first bar shows money in a standard savings account, eroding from inflation. The second shows investments growing. Over 20 years, compounding takes over. The line graph curves sharply upward, generating new capital automatically. Once you have a base of growing assets, you can introduce rule number 4, understanding smart debt. Bad debt is borrowing money to buy depreciating consumer goods, items that lose value the moment you buy them. Smart debt is leveraging borrowed money to acquire assets that generate cash flow, like a rental property or a business. When used correctly, investing and smart debt act as accelerators. They convert your static savings into active financial engines. That brings us to rule number 5, building a side income. Relying on a single corporate salary is a critical point of failure. If that one revenue stream disappears, your entire financial system stops. You need a secondary revenue source, independent of your employer, like freelancing, consulting, or a microbusiness. Because your living expenses are already covered by your primary job, every dollar from a side income can be injected directly into your investments. It drastically speeds up the wealth-building engine. Multiple income streams upgrade your situation from basic survival to a state of robust financial resilience. Fast forward several years, and Rohit's daily reality has shifted. The anxiety of the paycheck-to-paycheck cycle is gone, replaced by the calm of financial control. This wasn't the result of luck or a sudden windfall. He arrived here through the cumulative effect of strict, systematic adherence to these 5 rules. While the initial 20% cut feels heavy, the math shows that over time, the weight completely shifts. The pressure of maintaining a life moves from your daily labor to the growing engine of the assets you've built. You don't have to overhaul everything at once. Choose just one rule, implement it today, set up an automatic transfer, or draft a side income plan. Taking control over your money is the first step toward taking control over your future choices. It is the only way to build a life of genuine freedom, where your time finally belongs entirely to you.